All right, here we are, back in the action. Here we are. After a crazy show yesterday, somehow, some way, we were able to find a way back onto youtube.com/@Hunnaball. What a weird ending to last show. I thought my camera broke, which probably would have been a disaster for me, to be quite honest with you. But hey, you know what? We're here. We're still going, and it's Friday. It's Feel Good Friday, as they call it. So, happy to be here. Happy to talk some ball. I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about because, once again, there's no news in early February NFL. So I can double check, see what's going on. But to be honest, this is more of just a hangout with some channel announcements and just kind of figuring out what the next step is. News from yesterday that I didn't get to. Bucky Irving going to be a big part of the Tampa offense. This is the kind of news we're working with here. Alec Pierce, aka any other wide receiver, could go to the Bills. Bills are trying to get a wide receiver. Who would have thought, right? I thought it was a defensive draft, Brandon Bean. Apparently, it's us fans aren't such idiots after all. And when you call into a radio show telling them that they're wrong and that that the Bills have such a great offense and that the radio show's wrong and that you're Brandon Bean and you're perfect, people aren't going to like that. Who would have thought? So that's the big news that's going on. We'll wait and see if something else happened, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think anything has. So yeah, we are, 5 days removed from the Super Bowl, and I miss it. I miss it, man. I miss it like a crack fiend craves that pipe. You know what I mean? It's weird, man. It's weird because we're in February, going on to Valentine's Day, and I feel like I got dumped. Dumped by the NFL, and this happens every year. I get it. But we got a long off season ahead, and I'm excited for other things we got planned. We're going to do some draft segments next week, a little more focus, and just overall just getting the job done. So, I started the stream a little late. I feel bad about that, but, I had some technical difficulties. Had to make sure the camera was going to work this time. That's always a nice thing to have when your camera works on your YouTube live stream. So, you kind of need that. But yeah, so, problem was, I spent all this time figuring out the technical aspects of the segment. I didn't actually write out a ton of segments, which isn't great. I think the first thing I want to talk about, and I think we've given this adequate reign, but I want to make sure that we've made our take here as, I wait for people to file in on this beautiful Friday morning. The fact that the 49ers are starting to give a little bit of weight to the electrical substation. It's been a weird season for the Niners, man, in general. I mean, obviously. But the fact that they're starting to get a little concerned and the fact that that conspiracy theory that everybody thought was way off the wall and way crazy is now getting some actual research and some thought, that's pretty wild, don't you think? I feel like, at first it was a funny running joke. It's like, oh, Twitter said that there's an electrical substation and, the Niners have to navigate it. But now it's like a thing. Right? And it also came out recently that Kyle Shanahan was more or less forced to pick Trey Lance, and he probably just wanted Mac Jones to begin with. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's wild because when there's smoke, there's fire. Let's go, camera still works. We got Nintendo here. Yes, the camera works. I was able to figure it out. That was a weird moment, because plugging it in and replugging it in wasn't going. But I think I know how to fix it if that does happen again. But welcome to the chat, Nintendo. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, I just think if you're a Niners fan, this has been a weird decade. Losing 2 Super Bowls, now super injured, maybe because of an electrical substation or power plant, whatever. And players are talking about it. Your coach is getting forced into drafting people. The 49ers are just such a wild franchise, man, because, obviously they had their success in the 80s and maybe not really in the 90s. They were the team of the 80s, right? Joe Montana. And I guess actually they had some success in the 90s with Steve Young. I shouldn't say that. But, they had their moments, but boy, it just really hasn't felt like they've ever bounced back to that. Even though they've been to Super Bowls. And I've been on record many times to say I missed the way Colin Kaepernick played the game. Colin Kaepernick, every time you say that name, it just fires people up in one way or another. But the way he played the game was very fun. Was he the best quarterback ever? Of course not. But he was tall and fast, and he was the blueprint for Josh Allen. somehow Josh Allen was inspired by Colin Kaepernick, and we wouldn't have MVP of last year and two-time vote getter of this year, Josh Allen, if Colin Kaepernick didn't pave the way for tall and fast quarterbacks. I guess Randall Cunningham also checks off that box, but still, being a 49ers fan is wild, and I have empathy for those fellas. But yeah, it's the EMFs holding them back. Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone's saying. It's weakening their Achilles. And I don't know, man. If I were an athlete and I found out there was even a 1% chance that, like, you know, some sort of power plant was like weakening my career, and let's face it, if this power plant thing actually has some stock to it, has some weight to it, George Kittle's career is over because of it. Like, I don't think people have realized yet, two-time vote getter. I don't think people have realized that George Kittle, like, what is he? I think he's 34 going into his age 35 season on a torn Achilles as a tight end. You kind of need that when you're a tight end. You know, all the bending over, especially to block. Man, it's going to be a hell of an offseason for George Kittle here. And he might not play all of next year, maybe at the back end if the Niners make the playoffs. But again, who even knows what the Niners are going to look like next year? And I was listening to someone talk about this, and someone I know, I'm not ripping off a podcast here. What do the Niners do? What do they do? Brock Purdy's contract is going to start kicking in over the next few years. Christian McCaffrey, we said it a million times watching the NFL Honors, but Christian McCaffrey, the tread on those tires is, it's like, I can't even come up with a metaphor. They're just worn. He's worn down. Same thing happened with Saquon last year. Only thing is Christian McCaffrey's way older. So that's the lifeblood of their offense. The Brandon Ayuk thing was a disaster. Who could have seen that coming? Jawan Jennings is not a wide receiver one. Ricky Pearsall, love him or hate him, he's definitely been underwhelming. I'm not going to sit here and say, like it or not, Ricky Pearsall is not a true blue wide receiver one. But what I will say is anybody that's sitting there glad that the Niners took a Ricky Pearsall is lying to themselves. He hasn't been very good. So when you put it all together, it's like, God, at least on an offensive perspective, where do the Niners go? And you could say maybe their defense gets healthy. But that would be, what, the first time ever that their defense gets healthy? So I don't know. I don't know why I woke up this morning and decided to rip on the 49ers, but something about it's just really interesting to me because, I don't know, in the tough, one of probably the toughest division in football, and they're a part of why the reason it's the toughest division in football, I don't know where they go from here. I mean, they made the playoffs, right? Did they? Right? Yes, they made the playoffs, I think. No, I don't think they did. No, they did. Yeah, they beat the Eagles. Yes, they did make the playoffs. Holy hell, they won a playoff game. It's early. But yeah, they did. They made the playoffs. And I'm not saying, again, you guys say this all the time. I'm not one of those fans that's like, oh, if you don't win the Super Bowl, what's the point? But for the Niners, the goal is definitely to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they've been so close so many times, and each time's been more and more heartbreaking. I mean, you got Jimmy overthrowing Emmanuel Sanders, and then you got Brock Purdy and the Niners blowing, I think it was a 10-point lead, at least a 2-score lead, which would be 10 points, in the fourth quarter to let the Chiefs get back into that game and send the game into overtime and then win. So, golly, and now you got an electrical substation, an EMF, controlling them like it's Call of Duty. So, wild times in San Fran. And I know a couple Niners fans. I may or may not be dating one. Again, it's a talking phase situationship kind of deal. But she is a Niners fan. And, you know, they love Brock Purdy, but they don't love losing, shockingly. We got Otis. I have no empathy for Niners fans. Get ready for George Kittle. He can't have 2K yards. He's going to play in like 3 games, most. I think it's our O-line too. Trent's literally. That's a great point as well. Trent is. How old is Trent Williams going to be? I mean, what, 40? Jeez, here comes where I just lose all momentum because I start typing on my laptop. He's 37, he's going his age 38 season. He's also a dick, but it's kind of funny. He's allowed to be a dick. He's a left tackle. Hey, I thought the camera was dead. Yeah, no, we made it. We made it. I was a little late figuring it out, but we made it. We fucking made it, fellas. And I'm glad you guys are here because I want to talk about the future of this morning show and how I'm going to do it from going on from here on out. And I kind of want to get your guys' feedback on it. But for now, we'll just keep ripping on the Niners and going with this spiel because it's an interesting unit. And again, I've said this with every team. They could draft well, right? But it's not like every team is going to have a great draft. Some teams are going to have straight up misses. Some teams are going to have perfect drafts, like the Browns. Who would have thought the Browns would have had such a great draft last year and still be pretty bad? I mean, let's call a spade here. The Browns were not good last year. Their defense was great, but you know, Shador, I'd like him to light it up a little bit more. So all things considered, I don't know. it's just interesting times in the Bay, and Niners fans can be very hit or miss, to be honest. I don't think we have Eric who joins here every now and again. So he's the resident Niners fan among others. I was going through this last night, and I think the longtime Hunnaball viewers will be interested to hear this. I was going through like fan bingo, which fans we didn't have join the stream this year, and we only need, I want to say, 6 more teams, which is crazy to me. We have basically the entire NFC covered besides Tampa Bay. So we need a Bucks fan. And then the AFC gets a little tougher because we need a Bills, which is weird because I thought I would get some Bills fans after my video, but it is what it is. To hell with this, man. To hell with this, honestly. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break here. The stupid mic dies. So let me charge it while, for the next, 10 minutes or so while I keep up. I should have just done this yesterday, by the way. I don't know why I just, got off stream. I could have easily just, switched broadcast windows. But yeah, so we're back in a way. This looks really good. Let me, I can't get over how shitty this looks. We're back to the primary feed, but you know what? For now, we got the Hill, we got John Harbaugh, Jackson Dart, we got the drop a CFP take. Yeah, if you got a CFP take, let us know. Is this? Wait, I'm trying to. Oh, that's wild. All right, wait. So it actually has. Wait, maybe if I. That's gonna be a whole thing. Whatever. Where is it? Here we go. All right. Cool. So now we're doing it like this for the next, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, maybe longer. Who the hell knows? But it is nice. It's nice to be back, and comfortable behind a damn computer where I can actually control a thing or two and not feel like such a old geezer reaching over and grabbing stuff. So that's nice. What was I saying? Niners suck. Niners are in trouble. There it is. There it is. Now we got a little more better framing. I never thought I'd use this webcam again, but that's the beauty of having multiple kinds of equipment. You just kind of figure shit out. But yeah, Todd Monken wins Coach of the Year. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That would be great. Yeah, great draft. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully the Giants have a perfect draft. I mean, obviously when you pick higher, it's easier to have better players. Hot take. Giants, of course, don't have a 3rd round pick. But yeah, teams like the Raiders. Imagine if the Cardinals just say to hell with it and have a great draft and go and win the damn Super Bowl. What if the Cardinals just say to hell with it? We're going to start trying. It's about time. I feel like the Cardinals are always due for that one random season where from out of nowhere they just become instant contenders. But then again, I don't think they have the roster this time around to be that good. I don't know. It's really easy to rip on the Cardinals. Someone commented on my Seahawks short, and I sometimes read comments. I got to get better at responding to comments. But I sometimes read comments, and someone was like, how are you going to say the Seahawks have the #1 pick when the Cardinals are in the division? And it's like, I mean, that's fair. That's fair, no doubt. But I did say in my video that the Cardinals were going to be bad. So that was one of my few predictions that I nailed this year. I called my shot. I said the Cardinals are going to be bad. And guess what? They were. Shocker. Wow. So I thought that was worth noting. But outside of that, I didn't get a whole lot right. Man. I thought the Giants were going to be good. I thought the Panthers were going to win the division, which I guess did happen. Not great, though. Whoa, okay. Cardinals are only using 1% of their power. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Cardinals just need to go Super Saiyan and get the job done. But yeah, so we'll see, man. Time will tell. Let me actually do this really quick. I cannot overstate how nice it feels to be at a computer and actually be able to navigate. I spent the entire season getting comfortable with OBS, and it's nice to finally use it. Whoa! Hold on. Whoa! Okay, we got stuff to talk about. All right. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Whoa. All right. Let's switch to the film room, if you guys don't mind. Okay. Jeez. All right. Well, we're switching to the... Okay, we got to do this one way or another. Where the hell? Okay, here we go. Nice. It's so simple. To the film room. We got a couple things to talk about. Wow. The Cardinals front office bad or what? Do their owners meddle? I'm not sure why they suck so much. A little bit of everything. Their front office, Monty's not great. And their ownership specifically sucks. My owner video, I put Michael Bidwell on blast. He's one of the worst owners in the NFL by far. He's just a dick. They're also just really cheap. No free agents want to go to Arizona. So it's a mix of a lot, and they just haven't really ever built a winning culture. I've said 100 times that the Cardinals are the losingest team. They're the losingest team in NFL history just because they've been around for a while and have lost a lot of games. But it's not a good stat to have. You do not want to be the losingest team in NFL history. But hottest takes of John Harbaugh, I think, completely fails. Browns finished second. Wait, what? And Browns finished second in the North. Seahawks go 17-0. I mean, all right, there you go. Well, Otis, you're not the first person to think the John Harbaugh thing will fail. So there you go. But I want to go through these headlines because this is actual news. First of all, Niners-Rams in Australia will be played on either Wednesday or Thursday as part of opening weekend. Whichever day the game does not take place, the Seahawks opener will be on. So we will have Wednesday football. That's going to be weird. That's going to be like, I know we streamed this week on Wednesday, but streaming a Wednesday night, that's going to be strange. Oh boy. That's going to be fun. I love the NFL just keep doing this. Well, let's just get 7 days a week. Why not? There's more than, why not? Let's stretch our viewers as thin as possible. It's like, let's just own entertainment. And to be fair, there's not much comp. It's not like someone's like, damn, I was going to watch The Masked Singer. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be too upset about this, but it's interesting. WNF, Wednesday Night Football. If they have the season opener on Wednesday, that would be so odd to me, though. Not a fan of that. But other headline, headline, The Athletic wrote an article about Steve Tisch and his dozens of emails with Jeff Epstein. Also, George Pickens probably will be tagged, like we've been saying, but they could trade George Pickens for a second, and that feels a little fair, I think. I want to read this, but oh boy, geez, hold on. I want to read this article, but and I'm just going to go through the cliff notes of it. I'm not going to read every single word, but I feel like this is important news. Oh my lord, they want me to pay. Yeah, I'm good, man. Can I just read the stupid? Can I just read the stupid piece? Ugh. Okay, wait. Hold on here. Hold the fort. What I was saying was, though, if the Cowboys trade George Pickens for a second, I think Cowboys fans in particular will be really pissed, considering he played like one of the best in the league. But I get it. Okay, do it like this. There's one other way to circumvent these newspaper paywalls. Because who the hell pays for the paper? Who the hell pays for the New York Times in 2026? What is that? I got to go to Safari here. And yeah, but what do we think about George Pickens for a second? I think that's about right. What? Don't you love Jeffrey Epstein and New York Giants in the same URL? Isn't that great? Isn't it bad enough we're already getting sued for racial discrimination? Oh, come on. The failing New York Times. Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah. No one's sitting down and buying a paper anymore. And they're really making you feel it. They're really making it hurt. Come on, man. Show the stupid reader. Come on. I almost had it. This sucks. I can't read it. What's the point of writing articles if I can't read it? I could do like a 7-day free trial. I'm not going to. Whatever. Steve, I'll just look up a summary. Steve Tisch got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. End of story. There you go. Just saved us all like $1.50. That's so funny. The subscription's like $1. But the thing is, then you find out for the rest of your life, it's like, oh God, I've been paying for the New York Times for 7 years. Okay, NBC. These guys do it right. They're not going to charge. Love to hear what Mike Florio has to say about this. He's like the lawyer of NFL media. Here we go. All right. So we got the summary of it. Nice and short. Just like I like my women. Steve Tisch has a Jeffrey Epstein problem, which means the Giants have a Jeffrey Epstein problem. What like, as if the Giants weren't bad enough. Like this sentence. As if we didn't get kicked in the teeth enough this year. This sentence, am I like covering it? I'm not. The Giants have a Jeffrey Epstein problem. I mean, like, give me a break. Give me a fucking break here, man. We wake up on a feel-good Friday, a beautiful morning, and we're not even 20 minutes into this damn stream, and my mic has died, and the Giants have a Jeffrey Epstein problem. Oh, my Lord. Just get rid of NFL Sunday in favor of NFL game every day. Think of money we could provide for our favorite corporations. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why introduce balance in schedules? Let's just make it super shitty for streamers like me that stream after the game or during. I mean, this season we're going to stream during games. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We're going to live from Australia at fucking 8 in the morning. Niners, Rams. It's Wednesday. You're at work. What's going to happen? But yeah, so the Giants have a Jeff Epstein problem. The New York financier, yeah, that one. After the Giants co-owner first emerged in the latest release of the Epstein files, Tisch issued a statement in which he said, we had brief association where we exchanged emails about adult women. Never good. I mean, I feel like that. I mean, again, he's saying like he's saying what he has to say. I'm not a lawyer, but it sounds very like caught red-handed. Like, hey man, they were adults. We were talking about adult women's. We also talked about movies and investments. Probably a lot of insider trading there, but yeah, we also talked about Scarface. That movie's awesome. Have you ever seen it? Like, or you know, it's like, oh boy. They paint a picture that brings to mind different world than brief. Okay, this is not your everyday connection here. Epstein was connecting Tisch, a film producer, with women, and while there's no suggestion that any of the women were not of legal age, they were young, and they had career ambitions that Tisch could, in theory, help them achieve. So we got it. So Harvey Weinstein owns the Giants, basically. Anyways, per The Athletic, I know this is not the way to start the morning, by the way, fellas, but this is news. This affects me, and this affects all of us, man, whether you like it or not. The New York Giants are a big brand, and when the Giants are good, the NFL's good. All right. The latest batch of emails shows that Tisch met Epstein after Epstein's illegal proclivities had been documented. So they met after. So he was like, I heard the news, but you know, the media likes to twist things. You didn't actually traffic thousands, right? And registration is the highest level of sex offenders. This is XP99 sex offender. I shouldn't be making jokes about this, but great. And this is the article we can't read. I will get a time subscription and read this on stream eventually, but emails also include exchanges between Epstein and Tisch in which they discuss women in graphic and objectifying terms. Epstein, per The Athletic, eventually introduced Tisch to at least 4 different women. Tisch invited one woman repeatedly to Boston at a time where NFL owners were meeting there. All right, so I bet Jerry got his lick too. Wednesday's explosive congressional questioning of U.S. Attorney Pam Bondi included a specific question about emails exchanged with Tisch and Epstein, so I'm sure this question went nowhere. Do these emails constitute credible evidence, not proof, but credible evidence warranting further investigation into whether Steve Tisch was involved in Epstein's criminal conduct? Asked Representative, do you think yes or no? I'm not going to play a yes-no game with you. But I will answer the question to the best of my ability, which is, get ready for her not to answer the question to the best of her ability. I'm not familiar. There were 3 million pages, of course, with that email, but of course we'll look into anything. I'm not familiar. I didn't read it. What do you expect? I'm the Attorney General. What do you think? I'm going to read it? Nah. We know Pam Bondi's using ChatGPT. This sounds a lot like a lot of things Commissioner Roger Goodell said 10 days ago. Well, Roger Goodell's not the Attorney General of the United States. During a Super Bowl press conference, I know that 3 million documents came out late this week. So listen, we'll continue to follow any facts that come up, and we'll determine whether an investigation or not based on those facts. Giants provided no comment to The Athletic. That's never good. The league pointed to Goodell's prior comments. It's possible, if not likely, that Tisch, the Giants, and the NFL are hoping this will blow over and be forgotten. Maybe that strategy will work. Maybe it won't. Regardless, there's no other play at this point than to keep them, for them to keep their heads low and their mouths shut, and to hope the next scandal will make everyone forget about the current one. Boy, is that not everyone's strategy at this point? Is that not everyone's strategy at this point? Like, oh, let's just forget. Who cares? I gotta like turn the TV here to read these chats. Jeez, I don't know what just fell. All right. I confirm short queen and joy. You can drop this king. Hell yeah, there it is. There it is. I mean, you know, I like all kinds of women though. To be fair, and I like all kinds of women. Does that make me a feminist? Maybe. Really quick, where's the stupid color mat? I don't have. Of course, I don't have it. Okay, well that's not as fun. There it is. Okay, hold on, because I hate not being able to like read the chat on screen. It just doesn't look good. There we go. But yeah, the failing New York Times. You think you have an Epstein? You think you have an Epstein problem? ASU has over 3K mentioned. I thought you were joking. I thought that was a joke, Otis. When you said that, I thought you were kidding. Oh boy, jeez, you got people. I mean, that's not great. That's direct pipeline to college. Oh man. I wonder what kind of movies those were. yeah, seriously. Yeah, let's. Well, I wonder if he's like a Al Pacino fan or like a Scorsese guy. Like, what kind of movies is Steve Tisch all about? Also, those adult women were deaf to trafficking victims anyway. Good job, Steve. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, great job, Steve. Go Giants. Go Big Blue. But yeah, I know that was the U. But you know, it's funny. I can't lie. This is fun to do. Like, I if I were a college fan or I went to Miami, I just walk around campus. Boom. Cam Scadbu in the files confirmed. I think I had a oh my god, yeah, bro. I had a couple of wild dreams last night. I had a dream the cops took my YouTube channel, which was like not a fun thing to wake up to for a live stream. But I also had a dream about Cam Scadbu specifically because I dreamed that he went back to college while he was injured to get NIL money because he was like, well, I'm good. I may as well get the check. And I was all pissed about it because I'm like, dude's going to get re-injured and the Giants aren't going to have him next season. That's how crazy NIL's gotten. So that wasn't a good time. But yeah, man. So again, I'm not trying to wake up and talk about the Epstein files, but this is big shit. This is big shit, guys. And I will not let this be ignored. Yeah, no, AO. Yeah, I had a dream about Cam Scadbu last night. We had a nice dinner. Then I went back to his place. But no, man, wild stuff. I definitely want to like. I hate doing this. I really want to read this article though, so I think I might do one of those. Like fake accounts really quick. So let me see if I can just get 7 days free, and then I'll just like cancel this. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. That's 2 clicks. All right, guys, remind me at the end of the stream to cancel my athletic subscription, please. I cannot afford $8 a month to read the newspaper. Fuck, he went back to ASU on his injured ankle. That's why I was pissed. I was like, because he was like, my ankle's good. I'm fine. I can play. And I want the NIL money because the NFL season's not over. Is that a thing that could ever, I mean, obviously, no. Obviously not. A player can't go from pros to college. But in the moment, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeesh. God, the NIL really sucks, huh? All right. Cool. So I'm in, I think. Yeah. I'm in. Beautiful. Upgrade to all the times. Nice. Nothing like getting a subscription and them just being like, you want another? All right, guys. Well, if this stream gets taken down, it's because I'm playing primo content. But so far, I haven't. It doesn't happen when I show PFF. So if the New York Times is watching, you can suck it. Okay. We're not going to read all of this. I kind of just want to see the emails in specific, like the actual quotes. No, the AO was for the cops taking your channel. That's a crazy dream to have. Yeah, no, yeah, that was a wild one too. Remember this message to remind yourself you have to unsub. Good call, Otis. Good call. I guarantee I'm still gonna forget it. But yeah, man. No, that's what I mean. It was a wild dream. It was a wild dream, guys. Okay, here's what I'll say. During this is where it gets political. During COVID, I was very ACAB. I was very like, I hate the system. Cops suck. You know, I'm ready to fight. during COVID. As time's gotten on, as I've gotten older, and while I recognize there's a lot of, racial discrimination and shitty stuff that cops do, I feel like there are also a lot of good cops. And I think, to be fair, this is not the conversation I want to talk about this morning. What I will say is I've been watching a lot of crime videos on YouTube where people get caught shoplifting, people get caught, killing other people. You name it. People coming to school, work or school drunk. It's crazy, right? Watching cop videos on YouTube is fun. It just makes you feel like it doesn't make you feel great. But what I will say is ICE recently has made cops look really good. That is the one thing I will say. All right. So I don't hate cops as much as I used to, but I still think that if I got into it with a cop, it would not be a pretty scene. I would not be very polite. And I think that's kind of where the dream went. Because I was like talking junk to the cops and they're like, you know what? Fuck you then. And they took my YouTube. So that sucks. Hey, John, thank you for the 8. Thank you for the $8. In case I forget, John's paying for the Athletic this month. Shoot, I might keep it then. Damn. Caleb Williams and Cam Ward feels redundant. Wait, what? Oh, wild card. Oh, there you go. I reacted to a FTF clip yesterday, and YouTube blocked it so fast. Oh yeah, man. Copyright bots are wild. Even when you're not monetized, because I assume your channel's new, Jar. Even when you're not monetized, it's crazy. But I see your channel's doing well, Jar. I've been following along, man. It's nice. It's cool seeing you do the thing. Don't fall for it, Hannah. ICE or PSYOPs for the police department. Okay, all right. Listen, hey, I'm an open mind. Look, you guys want me to hate cops? I won't. I'm not gonna fight you. But I definitely think ICE, the bar's a lot lower. I mean, shit. All you got to do, it's like, do you have a set of eyes? Kinda. Do you hate women? Come aboard. Join ICE. Not a political channel, though. I try my best. Let's talk about the fun stuff. Steve Tisch and Jeff Epstein. One of these days we'll get you to title these streams for the algo. Yeah, one of these days. Welcome, old Pat music. Oh man. All right. So, okay. So I'm already kind of. I kind of don't want to read this stuff out loud, but I will. Off rip. Let's just read the lead, right? I learned in journalism school, you never want to bury the lead, and it doesn't feel like the Times did either. They had 3 people on here. They got Nathan Fenno, Carson Kessler, who sounds like a USC quarterback, and Katie Strang. God, I'd hate if my last name was Strang, but whatever. In late 2011, a Russian model sent that's another thing, a lot of Russians in these Steve Tisch emails. He loves a Slavic woman. Russian model sent a pleading email to Jeff Epstein. We had intercourse. I did massage for you nonstop. I took a bath with you, and you're. This is gross, man. This is gross. I'm gonna keep the title. This is gross. That way people don't think I'm reading like a 50 Shades of Grey here. I took a bath with you and your girls. Even if I don't like it, served you tea. Dance. Even if I didn't feel like dancing or wasn't in the mood. I went to a flea market. You went to a flea market? The Seinfeld episode where George goes to the flea market, and then he gets like this hat, and then someone's like, "You went to a flea market?" He's like, "Yeah, what's the problem with that?" I don't know. I thought that was funny. Even I'm trying to like lighten the mood a little bit because this is kind of making me feel gross. Even if I hate all these furniture stores, it's only been for you. Okay, so a lot of coded messaging in there, but definitely seems like Steve Tisch is extorting this woman. Late 2011? Wait a minute, that was the Super Bowl year. Great. So all of us, well, you guys, I wasn't watching football, but it's like, yes, we beat the Cowboys. We're going to the playoffs. And it's like, oh man, Steve Tisch was in a brouhaha with this Russian girl. Oh man. Why did it have to be 2011? Why couldn't it have been 2010 and be like, oh, that's why Deshaun Jackson took back that punt. Anyways, the woman whose travel, doctor appointments, and haircuts. Okay, let's not. Why'd we throw that in? Haircuts paid for by Epstein. Didn't believe he had held up his end of the pledge to introduce her to famous and well. Oh, wait a minute. She sent this to Jeff Epstein. Okay, so this wasn't to Steve Tisch. This is why I need to read. I'm learning how to read, guys. Follow along with me. Next year, she pleaded with him again. If you would introduce me to someone from Victoria's Secret or some big movie producer. So in 2013, right when the Giants started sucking, Epstein gave the woman's email address to Hollywood producer and New York Giants co-owner Steve Tisch. After the model met Tisch, she reported back to Epstein, "He's a great guy. Thank you. What a dude." All right. So then 3 million emails, power individuals, Steve Tisch Epstein dynamic revealed in dozens of unguarded emails between them in 2013 stands out for how singularly focused it was on Epstein's ability to connect Tisch with young women. There was scant talk about philanthropy or business opportunities present in other Epstein relationships. Rather, Epstein, a convicted sex offender who was charged with sex trafficking before his death in 2019, merely plucked women from his orbit and delivered them to Tish, Amazon Prime. And yeah, so we read the Pam Bondi thing. She had nothing to say. Shocker. After The Athletic reported the Steve Tish connection last month, Giants issued a brief statement. Steve Tish characterized their association as brief, emphasized the women were adults. And as we all know, Epstein was a terrible person, someone I deeply regret associating with. I mean, clearly not. You associated with him after he was already a convicted sex offender, so that's not great. Mutual acquaintance through Todd Meister. Is that... I read Todd Monken at first. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so they went to breakfast in 2013. So again, well after all this stuff went down. Steve Tish, absolutely. Let's go to IHOP. Meister wrote Epstein that Tish was blown away by you in a positive way. He thinks you are wonderful and interesting, etc. I'm gonna check the chat. Wait, Epstein was in the Epstein files. I sounded out on him. I went to a flea market for you. Please respond. Maybe Jeff Epstein is evil. Yeah, maybe. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Ice was giving a 50K signing bonus. I almost went NCAA signing to him. Put on the hat. I'm glad we can have fun. I tell you this all the time, honey. You be reading too fast. Slow it down. Let the words process. Yeah, no, seriously. No, that is a big problem. I realized. So really quick little side tangent here, because I want to take a break from this whole shebang, and I'm sure it's going to get worse, as I can already see the term 10 ass in the article here. So yesterday, I have gone full performative male, fellas. I have started reading books. What the fuck? I've started reading books. I don't know how to describe it. Books, like in person, because my phone, I don't know if I showed this yet. I completely dumb bricked my phone. Hey, news came out. I dumb bricked my phone to where it's like this now. This is my home screen. Text, camera, music, journal, map, call, calendar, right? And it's been good. I've been off my phone. I don't even have YouTube on my phone, which is weird because I make YouTube videos, but I don't have YouTube on my phone. It's been good, but I'm at the gym and I don't know what the hell to do. I'm bored. I'm like, well, I'm not just going to stare at people, and I'm not going to watch the TVs, watch the news. God forbid I watch the news, because then I'll be reading about the Giants and owner. So I figured I got to do something. So I cracked open a book. And I was reading it, and reading is always something I've struggled with, because if you can't tell already, I've got pretty bad ADHD. I'm not medicated on or anything. I'm toughing it out, but I've got pretty bad ADHD. So what happens is I read and talk really fast, and I just miss the message because I just jam through it. So that's going to happen a lot here. So that's where my tangent was going. So, again, forgive me. I'm working on it, because as I read more books, I get better at reading. And once you learn how to read, you can plant a seed to make money. I was trying to do the more you learn, the more you earn kind of thing. Yeah. Books not even on Audible. I used to be an Audible guy. Hey man, listen, I used to be an Audible guy, and I probably should just do that. But then again, where do I look? Jarv? I have no problem listening to music. I went doo-wops and hooligans last time at the gym, had a great time. But between sets, I'm like, where do I look? And if I can just pause the music and just read a page of my book, I think I would enjoy it a lot. He's like a Gen Z kid in an anti-phones PSA. I was reading these weird things called books. Yeah, no, it is the most jarring thing ever. It's jarving, if you will. Are you reading the Epstein files? Yeah, well, listen, we're reading Malcio. Welcome. Good morning. We're reading Steve Tish specifically in the Epstein files. So it's sports related. We are not just going through trafficked women. This is Steve Tish with his hand in the cookie jar. I paid for an athletic subscription. Well, I guess in a way John did, for us to catch up and see what the hell's going on in New York. All right. It is a bummer though. 2013 was when shit started to fall off the wheels. You know what I mean? You look like that ass in the gym. Duh. You look at that ass. Come on, man. I'm not trying to be creeping. And funny thing, really quick, I especially don't want to be creeping, because my adult flag league does not have enough women. I really do think the Hunna's halftime hinge update. Well, now I'm just going to put on the hat and be Nick Saban. I'm going to be like, hey, listen, we don't have to go on a date. I'll buy you dinner, whatever. I need you to join my adult flag football team. We need athletic young women, and that's gonna be my hinge line. Just like, hey, date or not, do you play flag football? Can you catch? Do you know what a slant route is? If you can, grab your cleats and meet me at the field. All right, let's get some shit done. All right, this is all business. And the same thing goes for the gym. One of my biggest fears is talking to girls at the gym, even though I know that would be the best step to get to a healthy relationship. And I'm like, I think if I just go up and be like, hey, like, listen, I'm familiar with your game. I see that you're, lifting heavy. By chance, do you play football? Just go from there. Like Tish said, 10 ass, reading the Epstein files and waiting for someone to just throw, and I'm just waiting for someone to throw a football. Yeah. Listen, man, we're going to jam through this. I'm sure this is a long read, isn't it? I'm just going to highlight that way we don't forget. Okay, this isn't too bad. This ain't too bad. All right, we'll jam through this. I thought that this would be a little bit longer. Paying for newspapers not worth. Shocker. All right. Anyways, in April 20, by the way, they have to show a picture from Giants-Eagles in Philly, the game we got screwed this year. Unreal. Anyways, so they had breakfast. Steve Tisch thinks Epstein's a great guy. At the time of the meeting, Epstein had been sued repeatedly by sex abuse victims, served 13 months of work-release custody, registers a level 3 sex offender, highest risk to reoffend, so I think that's the highest level, been dubbed a billionaire pervert and a child sex creep. So Tisch, it's not like he didn't hear. Meanwhile, it was a well-known Lothario. Is that like a Smash character? What is Lothario? Hold on. See, we're learning how to read, guys. Man who behaves selfishly and irresponsible in his sexual... Okay, there you go. Well, guys, if you want to impress someone, use that word today. That's our word of the day, Lothario. In 2008, TMZ published a video caption, Tish is a tush guy. It showed him outside a Hollywood club with 2 young women. He hugged them, ran over one of the woman's ass. I hate the word buttocks. New York Gossip Channel claimed Tish was overheard, boasting that he's been dating on both coasts. It'd be funny if I did it. It's not as funny when it's Steve Tisch. Within 3 weeks of that breakfast, Tisch and Epstein began exchanging emails about women in ribald terms. I'm not even going to look that word up. I'm assuming it just means gross. Pulling from his catalog of candidates, Epstein provided Tisch options: an aspiring actress with a 10 ass, a microbiology major at a university, and an exotic. Come on, exotic, really? That's not the preferred term. That implies that a differentiation from the status quo is good. Who Epstein, because what is the status quo? Anyway, who Epstein reassured was not a working girl. During one exchange, Epstein appeared to have a moment of hesitation. He wrote, "Send me a number to call. I don't like the record of these conversations." But these 2 men continued. Okay, so that's another. So they realized, I saw this short where they're like, hey, why don't we just like fully implicate ourselves in the Epstein files? Like, people were not coy about these emails. So finally they stepped up and they're like, let's probably talk about this over the phone. Let's not completely get caught red-handed in case this comes out. And sure as shit, they still got caught. But you can imagine there was a lot more crass things said over the phone. I'm happy to have you as a new but obviously shared interest friend. So Tish was late to the party. Tish was late to the party in 2013, well after all this stuff had came out. Not far before Epstein took his own life, Tish was like, I like this guy. What's everyone stink about him? He's a good dude. We had breakfast. He had the hash browns. In the weeks and months that followed, Epstein introduced Tish to at least 4 women at a shockingly low number. None of the women responded to messages from The Athletic, so their names are public. Woof. An attorney representing one of the women wrote in an email that her client endured substantial abuse at the hands of Epstein. I don't doubt it. In at least one instance, Epstein expected a woman he introduced to Tish to return the favor. "You will need to find me a girl," he wrote, the Russian model. She responded, "Well, if I meet someone, I'll introduce you, even if it's mission impossible." See, talking about movies again. After introducing another woman to Tish, Epstein asked a friend to convey the part to the woman to look for her other friends in Kyiv that can be part of the family. I thought Kyiv was in Ukraine, whatever. A different woman described by Epstein as Tahitian connected with him around 2010, worried about career possibilities, and hopefully he and his contacts could help. Epstein paid some of her expenses, and she spent a month in 2013 in an apartment of his in New York. Oh, good. So I see what they're implying here. They're implying that these women also kind of tend to overlap with the timeline. Not great. Epstein. Okay, so they also just did happen. These people. I introduced her to Tish. After they met, Tish reported back to Epstein, "She's adorable. Thank you. Glad to help." Again, if a good-willed person said that, it would have been like, "Oh, she's adorable. Thanks for setting me up with this young aspiring actress." But when it's these 2 creeps, when it's these 2 demons, really tough not to go off the deep end here. A few days later, Epstein emailed the woman and asked how things were going with Tish. She responded that she and Tish had drinks, discussed his role as guest host on ABC's Shark Tank. That is literally, I shit you not, that was how I found out that Steve Tisch was the owner of the Giants. He went on Shark Tank. I think he got like 1 deal, and I was like, oh, Football. Nice. I like the Giants and Shark Tank. I was really into Shark Tank when I was younger. But as I've gotten older, I've realized the formulaic, just backwards nature of that show. But yeah, it was fun back in the day. But I do remember that. I was like, I was literally, I forgot to bring that up. Yeah, he was on Shark Tank, and that was like his claim to fame, that among being like a billionaire. So let me catch up on chat before we continue here. Who do you think the Giants target in free agency? Alec Pierce. Leo Chenal would be sick. Leo Chenal would be awesome. I don't love Alec Pierce. There's one position I'm very good at flag football, is bench. Come on. What if we just Smash tournaments a better game than Madden? That would be fun, but does the Smash Online be able to handle that? Being late to the party is almost worse since they knew they got to get in on that. No, that is worse. It's objectively worse. I'm with you, Nintendo. That is objectively worse. But no, I don't. I mean, a Smash tournament would be fun, but again, I don't know. I don't even have a Switch, Otis. I mean, I have to borrow one, but I could kick ass, bro. I'm way more confident in my Smash ability than my Madden ability, and that goes for video games and non-video games. But yeah, no, I think Leo Chenal would be sick. That would be a home run in my book. A dressed linebacker, and God, if we could get a DB. But then again, paying a DB a lot of money in free agency, that screwed us last year. So I don't know. Alec Pierce would be fun, and it would definitely be a helpful ad, but I think Alec Pierce is going to get a pretty hefty deal. It's Alec Pierce is big speculated to the Bills, so that's a big connection. So I feel like the Bills will probably be willing to back up the Brinks truck in a way the Giants aren't. Ben Johnson says DeAndre Swift's going to be back, by the way. Quick news check. Rams are looking at DB and wide receiver in the draft. Omar Cooper could go in the first round out of Oklahoma, or no, out of Indiana. Isaac Tesla set for expanded role, and pass rusher listed as top need for 9 teams, 9 mention, because there are so many guys going on free agency, including, but not limited to, Trey Hendrickson, Odafe Owe, Jalen Phillips, Khalil Mack. God, the Chargers are getting gutted. Remember when I said the Chargers are going to the Super Bowl? Maybe not. Joey Bosa, Boye Mafe, stud, Clavon Chasen, and Kwity Paye. Also, Patriots expected to promote Zach Kuhr to DC. Did they fire their defensive coordinator? Travis Hunter is doing well out of surgery, and the Australia game will happen in week 1, potentially on Wednesday. Shark Tank fell off when they stopped taking in average Americans. Well said. Well said. Like 100%. We got James here. Yeah, Nintendo is ass with online. No one's going to disagree with you, James. By the way, now that we got a lot of people in here, drop a like if you haven't already. But yeah, Alec Pierce would be more reliable than Slayton, that's for sure. I liked him for one-on-one opportunity to start. Big improvement over someone like Humphrey. I agree, he'd be more reliable than Slayton. The problem is we're kind of stuck with Slayton, and I want the Giants to be very... Oh, no, they're DC... Oh, shit, that sucks. But yeah, man, I feel like Alec Pierce, he would help. Like, he would be a good ad, but we're stuck with Slayton, and there's a shot we go receiver later in the draft, so we'll see. I mean, again, I haven't studied this draft as well, and this is where I want to introduce You Should Play viewers and smash and catch these hands. I'd be down. I would be so down. Figuring that out on OBS would be kind of a grind, though. I'm not gonna lie. No, it wouldn't be. I would just have to plug in the HDMI. That actually would be pretty easy. I would just have to borrow my buddy's Switch, but I'll keep you posted. I'll do that. Shoot, that'd be really fun, actually. We could do Super Smash Sundays or something. I don't know. Gunner's here. Good morning. Hey, you picked a good time to pop in. We're talking about Steve Tisch and Jeff Epstein, the New York financier. But yeah, Super Smash tournament would be a lot of fun. That would be cool in the off season. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna be studying these prospects and this draft class a lot more closely. What I want to start doing come next week is, for one, I'm watching Smash by a nasty DK. Okay, that tells me all I need to know. I can beat Donkey Kong with my eyes closed. You're finished, Otis. But who's Hunna's main, though? It is Rob. That's right. Full on cheeser. Don't care. Rob. I'm going pro. Like, dude, I can tear it up with Rob. But what I was saying was, I've been doing this morning show 5 days a week this week, and while I'm enjoying it, it definitely feels getting a little redundant, just even though we're 5 episodes in. So what I want to start doing is scale it down to 3 times a week. That way we can still do evening live streams. And on Wednesday in particular, I want to call it Wednesday War Room, where I specifically talk about a position group or something in the draft. And I feel like if we did Wednesday War Room and covered, quarterbacks, and then like do an episode on running backs, receivers, offensive linemen, you get it. we could really like figure these draft prospects out, and we could exchange ideas and really study, almost like a book club, but like with the NFL draft. And I think that would be a lot of fun. So that's the next plan, Wednesday War Room. So the whole me being ignorant about the NFL draft is going to end soon, and you can take that to the bank. But yeah, if we let Wandale walk, that is true. If we let Wandale walk, Alec Pierce would be a lot more helpful. You're right. It feels like we're going to bring Wandale back, though. We got glad to see you got your camera back working. Thank you. Yes, well, kind of. This is my webcam. My camera actually was working. The problem was that my mic died, which my mic's probably charged now, but I'm too damn comfortable. I'm too damn comfortable in this computer sitting in front of it. So we're doing a traditional stream for the morning, but now gaming, watching Wii Fit Trainer are my goats and Smash. Wii Fit Trainer's fun. Wii Fit Trainer is a lot of fun. That sounds dope. Nice. I'm glad you like it. I was thinking I don't like 5 days will hold up, especially in a slow off season. Yeah, no, it just felt, and I appreciate you guys tuning in the morning, especially, like, you know, you guys are the best, but I don't want to overextend, especially because I haven't been doing night streams, and I feel like that's like the bulk of the audience here, and that's fair. Most people get on lives at night, so I want to keep up with Thursday. And so here's the abbreviated schedule. I'll just read it to you guys. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning streams, and then Thursday and Sunday evening streams. That way we can keep up the kind of NFL schedule. And don't feel like you have to join all of them, obviously. Like, I don't expect that, but you know, the people that want to show up would love to have you, obviously. But yeah, and just kind of have a different theme behind each day. That way I'm not just like throwing shit at the wall. So like the silly stuff I was doing this week, we can save it for Monday. Like comparing quarterbacks to presidents or something like that. Maybe not that idea specifically, but President's Day is coming up. And then Wednesday, we can do the War Room thing. Tuesday, probably nothing at all. Thursday, we can do what was I going to do for Thursday? Thursday, I'll probably be done with my long form, so that'll more be like a sports YouTube night, maybe some reaction videos. I'll do like a preview screening of my video or something like that that'll come out on Saturday. And then Friday, it can be like a feel-good Friday. And Friday especially, I want to open Hannah's hotline and do like the community engagement part, because I do miss doing that. And I feel like if you're going to do a morning show, you may as well open the hotline. So I feel like that would be a good Friday thing. And then Sunday can just be talking ball, talking news, pretty lax. And obviously we wouldn't stream on Saturday because people have things to do on Saturday. So that's kind of the abbreviated schedule I'm going to work with. Obviously I will go about it. You don't have to like write anything down, but I'll like, you know, structure it differently. That way it's not so like redundant. I think that's the big thing I felt this week. And, you know, it was fun, but I'm glad to kind of pivot a little bit. I think sometimes a Smash tournament should be way easier than the Madden League. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it is if you want to. But again, no pressure to do it anytime soon. We got plenty of time. It's going to be a long off season. We got 7 months until football, which hurts. For everyone's FYI, you have to set your settings to top chat on the upper left, or YouTube will block you from seeing some people's comments. Say your comments to live chat to see all comments. Oh, geez. That's a good tip, Crafty. Jeez. It's a really good tip. Actually, wait a minute. I think mine is on top chat. The hell? Wait. Oh. Well, that helps. Remember when I miss remember when I said I miss chats? Remember when I said I miss chats when they're in OBS and sometimes they go up here? That's so funny. Okay. Well, that got fixed. Thank you, Crafty Southpaw. Call it F It Friday. We throw out our wildest takes defended in front of the congregation. I love it. I love it. F It Friday. That's great. I like it. That's great. F It Friday. That's good. I love having like alliteration names. F It Friday. That's great. And I like that, yeah, because it can be like because when I said the Darnold thing, which I'm realizing, clip farming hot takes, no wonder ESPN is so big. Clip farming hot takes is such a great way to grow on this stupid website. And the whole thing behind the Darnold thing, it's funny to make fun of me thinking the Seahawks were going to have the number one pick. The whole framing of that stream was, I don't want to be held accountable for these takes. This is just random shit I'm throwing at the wall, and I don't ever plan on revisiting it. But it was just so funny that I was so wrong about the Seahawks. I ran with it. But I do like that idea of just having like, why not? I think the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl. Who cares? Like, that would be fun. So I like that take. We're thinking a big congregament, best of sevens and a loser. A best of sevens? That feels like a bit rich. How about best of threes? Top chat is used to use some kind of AI to BS distinguish bots, but also blocks real people instead. Yeah, dude, alliteration is my favorite. It's my love language. That's great. Oh, did you describe the NBA playoffs? But yeah, okay. Yeah, Top Chat doesn't do a great job of blocking AI bots. We've had a couple of AI bots in here, which always makes me feel like a real pro. But yeah, no, alliterations are fun. I'm glad that was a good call, Jarv. I like that. F It Friday. So we got War Room Wednesday, F It Friday. I can't think of anything for Monday, but Monday is like, you know, where we do like a silly segment, you know, comparing coaches to ice cream flavors, which I know wasn't Jarv's favorite, but I had a lot of fun doing that. I still think John Harbaugh mint chocolate chip is just perfect. Anyways, the bulk of this stream has been, I got the Athletic subscription. We're almost done with this article. I hate to just like jarringly turn back. People enter the season viewing the Seahawks like a bunch of misfits and cast-offs, like a baseball team in the major league. like the Mariners, or like the A's? Like what kind of team are we talking here? Like, I don't follow baseball, so it could be Mariners. Mayhem. There it is. See, this is why I ask you guys. You guys are smart as hell. Armchair quarterback Monday too. That's not bad, but I feel like isn't that taken? Like, we can talk about quarterbacks any day of the week. No, like it's not bad. I like Mayhem Monday though. That's good. I was thinking Super Mario Monday, because why not? But F It Friday and Mayhem Monday, those are fun. Major League the movie. Oh. Is that like a league of their own, or is that a different? That can't be the same thing. Major League the movie. Wait, hold on. Drop everything. Take a walk. Athletic Major League. 1989 film. Oh, you know what? I have Charlie Sheen. I have seen the movie cover for this. I have not watched it, but I have seen this. Okay. Well, now we know. Yeah, Charlie Sheen. Couple other Corbin Burnson. I think Corbin Burnson's in Seinfeld for an episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. That's how I recognize these people. It's like, oh, he's in Seinfeld. But yes. The Armchair Monday thinks more during the season. You do Hunnis, he'll just overreact to quarterback plays of the weekend. Yeah, if we keep the morning show going through the season, that is definitely a lot better of a time to do it. And then once after the draft happens and we can't do War Room stuff, we'll do like divisional previews and kind of like prepare for the season as if a GM would. So one week we'll talk about the AFC West, like, oh, the Raiders are fucked. Like, you know, we'll do that. Major League's an all-time classic, man. Listen, guys, expecting me to watch a movie that's just a losing game, especially a sports movie. I hate most sports movies. I mean, Remember the Titans is great. Coach Carter's good. I don't really love Blindside. I think Blindside kind of sucks. And Little Giants. I don't talk about Little Giants. We don't talk about that movie. Movie sucks. It's my least favorite movie that's ever come out in the history of the world. I'm not even kidding. What was I going to say? A Little Giants completely sideswept it. I love Moneyball. Moneyball's great. And I just watched, God damn it. It's that Will Ferrell soccer movie. It's like Kick 'Em Where It Hurts or something. Kicking and Screaming, I think. Yeah, Kicking and Screaming. I just watched that. Pretty good. Kind of, rushed at the end. Paced like a fucking lunatic. But it was fun. It was pretty damn funny, minus all the ball jokes. I don't know. I've never thought it was funny watching a dude get kicked in the crotch. But that's just me. Call me an esteemed comedy viewer. Like I said in my video, comedy and I go way back. we were on the same flag football team in college. Blindside is good until you heard about the reality of the story. Yeah, no, exactly. I watched it after I heard about the reality of the story. So I went into it just like, what a bunch of bull. Out of all the celebrities that could have been in the Epstein files, I'm most shocked Charlie Sheen isn't in them. I feel like Charlie Sheen didn't need Epstein. Epstein would have needed Charlie Sheen. Like, I feel like you know how Elon Musk emailed Jeff Epstein and on Christmas morning, by the way, and was like, hey, we're trying to, get some time. Like, can we go over there? And then Epstein was like, actually, that's not going to work that week. Sorry, Elon. We'll have to find another time. That would be Jeff Epstein reaching out to Charlie Sheen. Like, it's like, Charlie, you want to come to the island? No, man, I'm good. I don't even know where I'm at, but I'm good. I'm living life. I'm Charlie Sheen. I'm by winning. Charlie Sheen's great. Tier wants to be in the Smash tournament. I really think I'm going to make just a gaming Discord. That way Otis can, take the reins, be a mod, and just, invite people and build it out. That way it doesn't become all dense in the chat. Because Otis is clearly pushing this. Otis is fucking excited about this Smash tournament, and why wouldn't you be? But, I feel like I already thought of a great name, by the way. Good Kid Madden City. Huh? It's a great point, huh? Charlie was on his type. Yeah, no, exactly. He would have flaked. He would have flaked on Epstein. He'd be like, where are you? It's Thursday. He's like, it's Thursday? I thought today was Tuesday. Anything based on a true story isn't watching IMO. Well, Moneyball's not exactly by the books exactly what happened, but I think Moneyball's great. Other based on a true story films. Any Holocaust movie is a real tearjerker, not to get all sad here, but The Pianist, man, what a movie, bro. I was sobbing during The Pianist, and I'm not even a big crier during movies. The Iron Claw, that movie, bro. If you can get through The Iron Claw without crying, I don't even know what kind of person you are, man. The Iron Claw is such a good movie, but it is so damn sad. Oh, boy. Those two, man, I was a mess. Some of my favorite movies ever, but still, I was a mess. I'm not like crying after watching like Old Yeller or like Marley and Me, although those are sad movies. But I'm not like, oh, the puppy's dead. You guys know me, the resident puppy hater, Hunnaball. That Sheen guy's way too perfect for me. I do. That's so sad. The pedo thinks you're lame for teenage girls. Elon Musk. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Like Elon really got here, and he's just. You guys can take a stab. Just judging how many times I've called it Twitter this year, you guys can take a stab how I feel about him. Again, not a politics channel, but, you know, read between the lines, fellas. The true story behind Iron Claw is way more depressing. Exactly. That's the thing. It's like, it got so much wrong. I get that it got so much wrong because it under-delivered. And even what it said was still, like, completely tragic. That's what I mean. They underbaked it, and it was still, like, the saddest movie ever. 8 Men Out's a great sports movie that did true justice to the story of Chicago Black Sox. Well, again, I've never heard of that. Hey, 8 Men Out, huh? Again, no one spoil Iron Claw, but if you haven't seen it, it is so worth. Jeez, looks fun. Who's in this? Charlie Sheen's in this one too? What? That can't be right. What? Is this like a prequel? Wait, why is Charlie Sheen in both of these? I think we're finding out that Crafty Southpaw is just a big Charlie Sheen guy. Wow. All right. That's funny. What has Charlie Sheen been in, man? Besides 2.5 Men, Ferris Bueller, Major League Scary Movie 3, new Scary Movie coming out soon, by the way, fellas. Bookie, I guess that show didn't go very far. Wow. There's 8 Men Out. Yeah. Major League. Due Date. Oh, that movie sucked. That movie was so bad. It wasn't that. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. Oh, I didn't really watch Due Date. I was thinking of Get Him to the Greek. Get Him to the Greek was actually fine. Due Date was really forgettable from what I remember. Which, you know, isn't much because it was forgettable. Food Fight. What is this? The hell is this? Search for the Whoa. Has anybody seen this movie? Wayne Brady's in it. Whoa. Has anybody seen this movie? The worst animated movie of all time is pretty incredible. Holy hell. I think we stumbled upon a gem here. He was in Platoon. Also haven't seen it. I forgot she was in that as well. Have you watched Coen Brother films? My favorite movie ever is The Big Lebowski, but I haven't seen too many Coen Brother films. He dreaded his beef with Chuck Lorre and had to do a few cameos for the bookie. Oh, wait, that was like how they squashed it, or it was like a force in his contract? Wait, what the hell? Boy, the chat just got all crazy. What the hell just happened? The chat just went way far back. Is that the one about the grocery store? Yeah, this fever dream. Yeah, no doubt. I don't know what the hell happened to the chat there. Food Fight is def YouTube fodder as one of the worst animated movies. It looks interesting. I mean, they got the Star-Kissed Tuna guy. Also, I feel like Hoodwinked is more YouTube fodder. Like Food Fight is the room of animated movies. God, so I have like been I've been sleeping under a rock for this one. No way. All right. Well, Charlie Sheen's breakout role, Food Fight. I might check it out. What stream is it on? It's on Zumo. Of course, it's on Zumo. I'm sure I could find it on damn YouTube. Honestly, for $1.99. Thanks. Let me see if I can pull it up for free here. Let me just do a quick. Let me see what I can finagle here. Food Fight full movie. Search it on YouTube. Great. Food Fight. All right. And it's JonTron made it. Wow, a lot of people. You guys are right. Yeah, but JonTron made a video. Yeah, you got to rent it. That's great. I miss the days when you could just watch a full movie on YouTube. Well, maybe I was wrong. It looks like you can. Yeah, no, looks like you can. No shit. All right, well, guys, I might check it out. I mean, yeah, to hell with it. I mean, shoot. We could watch it right now. So crazy, just might work. I'm not in the mood to get a copyright strike right now. But yeah, I might check it out. There you go. Daddy, what's up, Jeff? Hot take, my favorite movie of Coen Brothers is Ballad of Buster Scruggs. I got through like halfway of that and I fell asleep. Not because it was a bad movie. It was late. I never returned to it. Because once, I don't want to spoil it, but once the cowboy leaves the film, I'd be like, well, what the hell happens here? And I know it's like a very extreme film, but it's solid. I get Food Fight confused with Sausage Party. Both are equally intolerable. Well, I feel like Food Fight is like a kid's movie, no? Sausage Party is like trying to be edgy. I wait for the Bride to come out. The new Lady Gaga movie. It looks interesting. Ooh. I'm not a big movie guy at this point, but I'm just a humble film major. But I do love Lady Gaga. She had a hell of a performance at the halftime show. Okay. I'm just gonna like look at this article and just see if there's anything worth like bringing up at this point. Like, geez, 60 grand a month penthouse. Jeez. Well, and the Giants really 60 grand a month and the Giants can't fix the stupid turf. Okay, so this is probably worth mentioning. This is a Steve Tisch moment for you. I'm not even going to repeat it, but yeah. This is the bulk of probably what's the issue here. Lack of consent and all that. Next day, the woman said, he told me that I was an idiot and I was never going to make anything in my life. There you go. Epstein emailed Tisch. New one for you. Great. So he was like, whatever. It's like waffles. Toss out the first one. Yeah, this is too damn interesting. I'm sorry. Repeatedly invited her to Boston where NFL owners were scheduled to meet. The emails indicate they didn't connect. The woman who Epstein wanted to find friends in Kyiv that can be part of the family was another model, aspiring actor. Shout out Epstein. Yep. She wanted to someday win an Oscar. I'm assuming she didn't. It would be weird if she did. It was like, oh, this was actually Jennifer Lawrence. Like that. But again, Epstein introduced her to Tisch. He's going to work on 3 movies starting in June. I didn't even know Steve Tisch did movies. All I knew about Steve Tisch outside of being the Giants owner is he put $1 million against Zoran. He invested $1 million in a Cuomo's campaign, just so you know. So add that to the list. Well, be careful which list. Tisch asked Epstein several days later if she still liked him. Epstein replied, thinks you're great, wants to prepare for your reading, hasn't stopped working towards that goal. You were good, but something seemed to go awry. The woman emailed Epstein, Steve has been so weird. He wanted their relationship to be more than friends. She wrote, she just expressed, I won't forgive myself. He'll just suck my youth. Okay, I was like, this is going to be bad. He'll just suck my youth without helping me. So she saw the forest for the trees. Epstein's matching for Tisch withered after that. The last exchange between the two men's recently released documents came in August 2017. We were talking very fondly of you. Great. In 2017, mind you. After lunch, hope you're having a great summer. Come visit. Are you in the city? Thursday, now in the Caribbean. Okay, let's stay in touch. Great. Well, we can close the book on that. I just hated staring at this shit. We can close the book on that. Food fight. Yeah, let's talk about the real nitty gritty of it. While I cancel my New York Times subscription. Can't believe I remembered that. But yeah, Food Fight, 2012 film. That's wild. That's crazy shit, though. That's real crazy shit. How did The Athletic already know I was a Giants fan? Big data strikes again. But yeah, man. What an interesting, what a crazy situation the Giants have found themselves in, where Steve Tisch is clearly caught red-handed here. Of course, you have to go to a different website to cancel it. Yeah, let's. Yeah, I'm not. Nope, not doing it. Not keeping it. Not doing it. Nope, cancel. And you have to chat with a customer care advocate. Yeah, that sounds good. You still have 6 days left your free trial, then continue at your introductory rate. I mean, $1. This is how they get you. This is how they get you. Look, I'm like, this ain't half bad. Listen, $1 every 4 weeks after your free period ends. $1 every, I don't know why this is supposed to say a month. $1 a month to stay up to date with the athletic stuff. And, still be on the same page together, still talking about Epstein. That's totally fair. But I'm already thinking about keeping the subscription. They got me. They kind of got me, man. You know what? I'm doing it. And if I don't use it, look, I paid so much money for PFF, and that's something else I don't use. Guys, if you need some athletic stuff, let me know, because we'll be here. Dan Duggan, there you go. Yeah, this is sick. All right, I'm a fan, and we can play the connections, which I don't even know what this is. Oh, nice. There's still an ad. Nothing like paying for a subscription. There's still ads. All right, we'll get to this in a second, but never actually played connections, so forgive me. But and the NFL needs to get rid of turf and go back to natural grass. I agree. I do agree. Ballad of Buster Scruggs, the movie with 6 different short films in it, so that once the cowboy dies, it switches to the next vignette. Well, there you go. Well, thanks for spoiling it, Jarv. Damn. But yeah, no, I think that is what, you're right. That is what happened. But I couldn't buy into the other stories. That's the one where James Franco's like first time, and that's a whole different story, I believe. Yeah, you're right. But I'm fighting Big Lebowski until the day I die. Or fighting 4. Yeah, I think you still got to ask permission. I think you got to ask permission to do that. That still sounds bad. Inside Llewyn Davis. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, check out the trailer for The Bride. You might actually get interested. All right, I'll check it out. That's not Gaga in that movie. I thought the same thing. That's not her. Wait, what? What a twist. But no, that still does sound bad. Steve Tisch is in trouble. Steve Tisch is in absolute trouble. And it kind of goes to show that this guy shouldn't be operating the Giants. And like, I really do hope some accountability is had, just for everyone involved, by the way. I don't think it's a political statement to say, I hope sex offenders get got. You know what I mean? I don't think that should be a hot take. I think anybody who's implicated and guilty of committing a crime, especially a crime as heinous as this, should have to face the music. And it sucks because all these guys are old geezers anyway. They'll probably just buy their way out of jail and or die in a cell. But anyways, well, I'm not trying to get all like fiery here and get all like, burn it down, viva la revolution. But I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. And I really do hope Steve Tisch steps down. Give it to Mara and his fucking kids. Oh boy. So we'll see. We will see. It's going to be a sterling situation, which means the Giants could introduce new ownership, which could be a bad thing. But clearly, Steve Tisch isn't great. Jesus, I made a whole owner video. I didn't even touch on this guy. Apparently, he's been an asshole for a while. Wish I knew, but I thought Mara was the face of the Giants, because he is. Steve Tisch is just collecting checks. But apparently, yeah, Gaga is not in The Bride. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, that's all I'm going to say on the Epstein stuff. It's bad. Hot take. I really hope Steve Tisch steps down. Makes me embarrassed to be a Giants fan, which sucks because I'm already embarrassed to be a Giants fan throughout the entire season. So it's not fun to double down on that. Anyway, I want to see this connections. Okay. It really tied the room together. Yeah, I'm always going to love that. I'm always going to love the dude quote. I've seen it like 15 or 16 times. People, literally one of the... Okay, this is a longer story that I won't tell right now. But one time a girl I had a mega crush on, one of the biggest crushes I've had in my life. She asked me, she's like, what's your favorite movie? And I was like, oh, The Big Lebowski. I've seen it like 15 or 16 times, It's a comfort movie. It's a big stoner film. And then she goes, oh, so are you 420 friendly? What are you, a cop? Well, who says that? That term just really sideswiped me. That is a short segment of a much, much longer story that includes this YouTube channel, by the way. But that's a different story for a different day. But every time I think of, every time I get into talking about The Big Lebowski, I think of this girl, which sucks because she broke my heart. But this girl and her asking me that question, I'm like, what? Just say, do you get high? Are you cool? You smoke reefer? You smoke grass? Something. You blow trees? Something. Not, are you 420 friendly? That's what I always say. Like, are you cool, man? I don't even smoke anymore, but still, 420 friendly. That's what I mean. People say that on dating. Yes, they do. They do say that on dating apps. That's a very I don't want to sound like a dick here, but that's a very women thing to say. And I'm like, 420, what? 420 friendly? It's like, I'm friendly with a drug. It's just a funny ass thing to say. Oh boy, Dazed and Confused is another great movie. That's where I got the whole "are you cool, man" expression. So yeah, shit you with the "hey, hello," yeah, seriously, hello, fellow kids. That's exactly it. Hey, when people say 420 friendly, like at this point, it's legal pretty much everywhere. It's not, yeah, you don't have to be all coy. You have to be like, oh, are you 420 friendly?
She said it in a room. We were at school. We were in college. Like, there's a place not to do red flag. There were multiple red flags with this girl, and she killed my 2024. Man, I was heartbroken. Oh boy. I'm not going to tell the story, but I do want to talk about how it relates to my YouTube channel, because I had an entertainment channel. I have an entertainment channel. I don't use it anymore. And I was kind of all in with that. And I was going to show her it. I was like, yeah, check out my entertainment channel. It's almost at 100 subs. Or no, it was at like 400 subs. I was like, check this shit out. 400 subs. What do you think? And I was trying to like stunt. And then when I went to switch accounts to show her my channel, I saw Hunnaball had 50 subs, which was weird because last time I had checked, it had 0. And I was like, that's weird. Why does Hunnaball have 50 subs? And apparently my quarterback video had done well. So that was my first video that actually did well. We have a quarterback problem. And after that, I was like, wow, this sports thing is really working out. So in a way, this failed situationship allowed me to recheck on my sports YouTube, which I probably would have done anyway, but still, it like really motivated me to get back into it. And she might still be subbed, honestly. If probably not, but that'd be funny if she was like in the stream right now. But yeah, so after that, I got into YouTube, and now more into sports YouTube, and now here we are, streaming on Hunnaball 5 days a week. For people asked, do you celebrate 420? That's a better way to ask that. Lol. Even then, I just, 420 just feels so like. Here, let me pull up a picture to kind of like explain what 420 feels. When someone says 420, what I think it's like. This is what I think when someone says, are you 420 friendly? Bang, right here. This right here. This is what I think. The weed bucket hat. This is what comes into my mind. Where it's like someone wears that and it's like, come on, man. Like it's wild. Made a form in the Discord to join the Smash tournament. Awesome. I think I'll put a link there. I already made a gaming Discord for the Hunnaball stream, so I think we'll just do that, Otis. But we'll move it over. So we'll leave the forum and then we'll migrate for the Discord. That's kind of the next plan. But that's fun. That's a fun idea. No, that's corny too. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. Like it's better, but it's still like, tough. I'm glad you quit, Jeffrey. Hell yeah, good for you, man. Let's do it. 2026, going clean. Do you smoke? There you go. Straight up. This hat makes me cough harder. Hey man, I would definitely rock that. And the weed sucked. The weed bucket hat of his drip though. I'm not a fan of weed clothing. I just think it's tacky. That's a personal preference. I'm not trying to put anyone on blast, but it is not my thing. It is not my thing. Oh boy. What was I looking up? Oh, I wanted to do this connections, but off rip. Real Madrid, Crystal Palace, Washington, and Chicago. That makes sense. Full House and wait. The hell? Oh, wait. Do I just submit? Do I submit now or do I keep going? Okay, I guess I submit. Create 4 group. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, 4 groups of 4? Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding? Did I get it though? I think I got it. They're teams. Okay. Well, this is tougher now. Wait, what the fuck? 4 groups of... Wait, what the hell? 34? What? This is really tough. I mean, okay, again, we got that. Okay, wait, Jackson State, that's Walt. Okay, 34. Okay, there we go. That's another. Okay. Now we're starting to make it happen. That is okay. That's the winning formula. Got it. People and I could wear Corona shirts, so why I can't wear my Vice on me? No, that's fair. Listen. I am not one. Where is it? I am not one to talk about tacky clothing. All right. I wear this shirt. I've worn this shirt like to class, to the DMV, to hell. I'd wear it to a damn job interview. I am not one to call anyone's taste tacky. However, what would be the point of me live streaming if I didn't have opinions? This guy's got opinions? I gotta subscribe. Beer shirts are tacky too, but at least there's some vintage ones that can be tied. That's what I mean, yeah. I don't even drink, but I think beer shirts are a little different than weed. Because when weed was all like counterculture and like against the grain, I think that was like cool. But now everyone like smokes, like, you know, like it's not like a unique thing. So it's kind of like, see, I'm different, but it's like a lot of people smoke though. In fact, I'd venture to say more people in like younger generations smoke than drink. Like myself included. Again, I don't smoke anymore, but like I love saying that. But again, I've never drank in my life, you know. So that's church. That's more slang that went out of style. All right, another group of 4. Jeez. Ah, boy. Okay, so we can do the poker one. This one's easy too. We can do the poker one. Nice. Hands in poker. Okay, I'm actually enjoying this. This is where it gets crazy. I'm assuming senators is like Ottawa Senators, right? These are all teams. And then the other 4 tennis events. Yup, giddy up. This was fun. I like this. Shit, man. I'm glad I joined the New York Times website. There you go. Connections. Sharp thinking. You made fewer mistakes than most. What kind of idiot? Anyway, now that I have it figured out. There you go. So I'm in like the top. I'm in the top of the tier. There you go. I'm the king of the castle. So shout out to John for the donation for the Athletic. Now I feel like this cause is justified. Outside of that, you know, we could read the Dan Duggan article, but we don't. A burger is selling for $180 at the Super Bowl. What the hell? We'll get to that in a second. If weed's your whole personality, you're cooked. I don't wear it to feel different. I honestly just like the color green. It's almost like wearing clothes with money on it. Well, that's fair. I mean, it's still, I think wearing clothes with money on it is still tacky, but fair enough. Fair enough. If you like the design, that's fair. That's fair. If you're not trying to make a statement, then I have nothing against how anyone dresses. I dress like shit, but like, the intent does count. The intent does matter. This is a funny conversation we're having. I didn't say it's not corny. It's just better. Fair enough. Fair enough. Millions of articles of clothing you can wear that have green $100 bills. It's like, yeah, I like green. So I'm wearing the weed shirt. Oh boy, you and Jarver going at it. This is funny. Anyways, as long as we're keeping it respectful though, it's all good fun. All right, burger selling for $180 at the Super Bowl. So this lady ate it. This is Jana Bardal, writer for The Athletic, right? So walking around Levi Stadium, you can get $8 waters, $19 beers, $36 team-themed special cocktails. Oh boy, what's the Giants one? Just straight bourbon. Just forget your troubles. By the way, really quick, where the hell is it? Okay, I tried the Dr. Pepper cream soda yesterday, and I said I didn't like it on stream. I want to walk that back. It was good. The reason I didn't like it is because it's not a chugging soda. It's a sipping soda. You can't go too much at once with the Dr. Pepper cream soda. Zero sugar specifically. You can't go too much at once. It's a sipping soda. You get like a little taste, and then you put it down. It's like a nice, fine whiskey. So that made me think of that. You guys remember when Call of Duty first added paid skins, added a weed one, at least in college? That's what I mean. Yeah, I was like, gamer moment. Tagging can be a fun aesthetic sometimes. I don't disagree. That's my move. Oh my God. I got to pull up this picture. Hold on. I got to pull up this picture. This is probably not going to, this might take a second. Believe me, this is worth it. I trust me, this is worth it. I think it's in my favorites too. I'm going to pull up a picture just showing that I've always thought tacky was the look. Hold on. Please tell me it's here. Yes. Yes. Okay, how can I... Okay, I got a plan. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. This was my look in middle school. I wore this one day to school. Let me see how I can make this work. Let me see if I can just add this here. There it is. There's me. There's old Hunnaball repping it. So where do I... So this was me in middle school, right? As you can see, I'm dripped down from head to toe. We got Yeezys, Bape, and Supreme. All of it was fake. All of it was very overtly fake. And I was doing like an ironic hype beast look. And so this was my look. Not a fan of chugging soda at all, TBH. I mean, there are some that you can definitely get a lot better. Like I can get down an A&W zero sugar root beer in five seconds, Badland chug style. But dear God, yeah. So this was the look in middle school. Yeah. So welcome to the morning stream. Welcome to Morning Ball. It's an acquired taste, exactly. That is not AI. That is a for real picture. That's why, I mean, the reason there's two of me is because someone had to make a sticker of it. Once wore a DX shirt to church, they made me wear it inside out because it was DX shirt when they were showing their bare asses on the back. Jesus. Well, maybe not go ironic at church, but it's bold. He copied himself too. The young menace, you look like Humpty Dumpty. Oh, come on. Oh, come on now. I thought I was hoping one person would be like, that looks actually kind of fire, dude. You kind of putting on. But yeah, did you see you got the fake V2s, the 350s on, the Bape pants that were hilariously uncomfortable. I gave them to my buddy. He was like, these are great. I'm like, you can have them, bro. I'm done with them. I got my use out of it. And that's Supreme hoodie, bro. You wash that thing once and it's the red's bleeding everywhere. It's the cheapest fabric you could ever think of. Knowing my dumb ass, I probably had a Bape shirt underneath, but had to complete the look. But yeah, this was middle school, man. I've always been about the bit. Shit, I'll jump through a table for a bit. One time I went to school. Okay, again, this is not me. I peaked in high school, but let me just one more, because this just further goes to well, all right. This is what I also wore to high school back in the day, and this was Catholic school, mind you. Here's one more, just for the road. This is my favorite picture ever. I'm not at school here, but I have multiple pictures of myself at school. I wore this to school a lot, like a ton. Anyone thinks this is cool as it's at school right now? That's a good point. That's a great point. But this is a men chat. Face value 0 out of 10, fit as an ironic fit 10 out of 10. Thank you. You definitely look like you made arguments for why Die Lit was the best album of all time. I was big in Amigos at that point. But yeah, this was me in high school. Boy, my teeth are yellow in that picture. But man, because my school allowed you to wear college hoodies, and I got this. It was like popular on TikTok for like a day, because there actually is this college, Concordia University at Michigan. This one goes hard. Thank you. Fuck yeah. So I wore this around Catholic school a lot. Like, people were wearing uniforms, and I'm like walking around like, yeah, come. And it was hilarious because you could tell, like, every now and again there was like a teacher that wanted to say something but just didn't want to have the conversation. They did not want to come to me and be like, does your hoodie say come, man? Like, they just didn't want to. And it was funny because I would like walk past like principals and deans, and they were so stupid they didn't even realize. They're so like head in the clouds, worried about whether or not people's hair's cut. They're like not even looking at the hoodie. It's like hiding in plain sight. And it was so funny because I had this teacher who very much prided herself on like being the cool teacher, and she was. Like, I still text her. She's awesome. But I wore it multiple times. On the last day of school, she was like, wait, what does your hoodie say? Does it say come on it? And I was like, yeah, worn this like 6 times. And everyone in the class was like, yeah, he's worn this like a bunch. She's like, no, you haven't. I was like, no, I have. Like, it went straight over your head. It was like fucking, she was so embarrassed. I was like, great. I was like, now I'm making teachers feel dumb wearing this hoodie. It was such a power move. I was such a badass senior. I don't like to say I peaked in high school because I, would like to not have peaked in high school. But, this was a hell of a moment. So that's what I'm saying. I'll do anything for the bit. We'll do anything for the bit. Yeah. So these were fits. If I can find this other one, I will, but I think it's going to be too long of a search, and I don't want to take too much time up here. I promise all these are worth it, though. That's the thing of it. It was 2019. The year was 2019. I had peaked in high school after being rejected by a woman. And then this was me in, again, Catholic school. Last picture I'll show, because again, I hate this whole like, oh, high school was so sick. You guys had to be there. The fuck? Gonna spam call at a time like this? What are you kidding me? Come on, damn it. We're so close. Being suspended for this is a crime. I never got suspended. It was literally the last day of school that people started to realize. And I was like, I'm out of here anyways. See ya, losers. And that was that. But this was me, again, Catholic school, uniforms enforced, didn't ask permission. Bang. We live in a society. It's Halloween. Had to put on. Come on. Have your teacher sub to the channel. I should, honestly. She'd probably be down. she'd probably be down. It was funny because her husband also worked there, baseball coach, and I wasn't in his class, but I walked in on the last day of school to like say bye, and he was like, "What the fuck is your hoodie?" And like he recognized immediately. Dudes just get it. Game is game. Charlie X dropped a new album today, but it's completely different from Brad. It's a soundtrack album from the movie Wuthering Heights. Chains of Love is a banger, though. I'll check it out. Love Charlie. But yeah, we live in a society, guys. There you go. Listen to a lot of old music and Bruno Mars. But I'll give it a shot. Okay, so you said, what was it? Wait. Chains of Love, all right, most popular song, or whatever, Jarv, frontrunner. Peaked in high school after being rejected by a woman. Yeah, no, seriously, that's the thing. Like, if I peaked in high school, I would not have gone, like, winless. I was what year did the Giants start, like, 0-2 every season? If there was a year where the Giants started, like, 0-8, 0-9, that was me in high school. But yeah, so that's that. But anyways, last thing I want to talk about is this $100 burger. And then we'll get the hell out of here. It's so funny. These morning streams have taken so much out of me. But this one, I started late, so like, you know, I was all stressed, and then I got on, and then my mic died. Everything's supposed to be screwed. And then we just sit in front of the laptop, just stick to what's comfortable, stick to what you know. And now I'm starting to feel some momentum again. It's great. I'm trying to holler at one of my high school teachers. It's never a bad idea. Chains of Love is a single. I haven't finished the album yet. All right, fair enough. Oh boy. Anyways, all right, so let's see this. The most expensive concession on the menu was the 60 burger. What the hell? Oh geez, this was an interesting spam call. Yeah, they were like they're texting me. They're like we want you for a metal flat stack. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thanks though. I'd love a job, but no thanks. Most expensive. Okay, so it's the 60 burger. A bone-in braised veal shank coated in mirepoix. Who said I can't read? Demi-glaze and blue cheese fondue served on a brioche bun. That sounds awful. Like, that sounds awful. Like, that sounds like you're biting into like a... I bet there's a lot of vinegar involved there. Cheese fondue on a burger, you say, huh? Levy Restaurants was reportedly only preparing 200 for Sunday's game day. I'd be shocked if they sold 10. It's heavy, about 5 pounds. Yes, great stadium food when you can't even carry it. You need a wheelbarrow to get this damn thing around. So you need 2 hands to dodge concourse traffic and find a place to dig in. Again, at the Super Bowl. Shit, if I were sitting at that game, third quarter, and I'm like, geez, man, I spent thousands of dollars to watch this shit. I probably would have gone and at least tried the stupid burger, I guess. Bring your friends too, because it's meant to serve 4. Yeah, right. If I'm not sharing a burger with anyone. You can miss me with that shit. I'm not sharing a burger. I don't care how big it is. Man versus food. Let's roll. With tax and before tip, of course, there's a tip. I mean, there should be a tip. This burger looks ridiculous. You'll end up paying about $200. About $200. And I don't know if that's with tip. Yeah, so before tip, great. So that, yeah, at least $200. But simply calling this a cheeseburger doesn't do it justice. This isn't finger food. Clearly, this is hand food. I'm here all day. I tasted the meal first, which reminded me of a pot roast. Don't you love that? Pot roast sandwich. It was a little cold. It was a little cold. They took it out of the freezer. They reheated it that morning. But tender and felt the bone easily with a fork. The meat was probably my favorite part of the dish. Shit, I'd hope so. $200 veal shank. It's not really a good first bite. Yeah, no shit. What is that? What is this? Where's the cross section, lady? I can't even see the damn sandwich. Just tastes like a burger. Yeah, it looks like pulled pork. Veal shank. That's just nonsense expense. That's $200 for four people. Yeah, right, bro. I think I could get through that in a good 20 minutes tops. And I think a lot of you guys in the chat could like smash it. It's just, is it basic to say "All Right" is Kendrick's best song? Yes, it is. But to be fair, my favorite Kendrick song is I, and I know that's a big, that was a single first and then big on the charts. At that point, may as well have fallen on. At that point, just try everything on the damn menu. I'm trying to tear a bone out in the middle of a damn football stadium. Get out of here. Yeah, Super Bowl needs beds at these seats in case we're boring. That's a good call. Or like recliners like they have at theaters. You can get more and better food for cheaper at a Southern bar. Oh, for sure. Not in Frisco, though. Eating a sandwich with a fork is so Bush League. No, I agree. This is not the person I want reviewing this, and that fork looks like shit too. I don't know if she brought that or that came with it, but like that wooden fork looks like it's not really going to pick up much. No wonder she got just a weak first bite. We couldn't even get like a one try, like just one try and like unhinge the jaw. I was underwhelmed by the blue cheese fondue. That cannot be the first time someone's ever said that, which didn't add too much flavor. I would have loved another topping that had some spice, like some sweeter hot peppers. This burger sucks. For her to say it was cold, she couldn't get a good bite. It was too damn big. She was underwhelmed by the cheese, and she would have liked something else. Like this girl, I would venture to say, I could be wrong here. Let's see really quick. Is this woman a food reviewer or a sports journalist? Yeah, she's a sports journalist. So the fact that she's like going into this much detail, Shador Sanders article, the fact that she's going into this much detail is pretty hilarious. But back to it. Top bun was a little dry. Again, add that to the list. But if you dig into the meat first, you probably won't have a lot of room left for the carbs. So the bread sucks, but the good news is you don't actually have to eat it. And that's the best part of the $200 Super Bowl burger is there's so much of it that you won't even want to eat the bad parts. So simple. Again, I didn't eat this like a burger. I'm not sure how you could without risking a few stains on your Super Bowl gear. What Super Bowl gear? She's wearing a jacket and a black t-shirt. Just take the jacket off. What Super Bowl gear? I don't want to speculate on her outfit. She could have been wearing a nice blouse. I don't know. If I'm wearing a black shirt, I could give a shit about stains, though. Presentation-wise, this dish is a crowd stopper, which is why they sell it. It's literally, they sell this so people can be like, no shit, you got the burger? Let me get a bite. Hey, let me get a bite. Like, that's why. It's for the statement of it. I'm sure that price could probably be like $80. Like, it probably could drop 100 off and still make crazy money off it. But it's for, like, the exclusion of it. This is the Supreme Burger that doesn't even taste good. Bone was bigger than my head. That can't be right. Where's the burger picture? I guess I'm hoping to see it. We were stopped multiple times on the way back to the media workroom for inquiries on what we had. Media workroom? She's talking about how it's tough to find a seat. She's going to the press box? What? She could, like, where'd she say that? I know this is like concourse traffic and find a place to dig in. She's going to the press box. Why does she need to find a place to dig in? There's no one at these tables. We need to find a place to dig in. She's the only person in the building that bought the damn thing. Just before kickoff, a fan sitting in section 107, totally unnecessary detail, turned around and asked about it. We offered him a sample, and he returned a review of his own. My review is $100, $80 surcharge because of the Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. I'd say he was pretty on point. The dish was pricey, but that's expected for Super Bowl concessions, where this dish really lacks in the flavor department, which was pretty underwhelming. That sucks. It's overpriced. It doesn't taste good. It's a pain in the ass to eat. You could have gotten a bulgogi cheesesteak for a tenth of the price. I mean, look at that. $8.50 for assorted Pepsi product. I like when they dress it up. They're like, it's not a soda. It's an assorted Pepsi product. Whatever, man. It's definitely not your typical bring back to your seat game day snack, but if you want to try something different, you'll probably make some new friends throughout the stadium who can't believe their eyes. Just remember the napkins. I highly doubt they'll ever sell this again, but nice little talk to the common man there. Assorted Frito-Lay's chips. Assorted Frito-Lay chips. American canned lager for the low price of $17.5. Remember in old Maddens when you could set concessions prices? And you could just jack it up for no reason. And then they would tell you sales are down and there's like just no consequence to it. Oh boy. Where is there a picture of this burger? Just like, okay, so yeah, so this is so it's all bone. It's all bone. Shit, if I had a damn Rottweiler, maybe this would be worth, but this is you're paying $100 for a bone. What are we, cavemen? Animals? What the hell? Oh boy, you guys said a lot in the chat, so I want to catch up on it. Of course, people who could afford to go to the Super Bowl eat burgers with forks and knives. SMH, yeah, seriously, especially in San Fran. Look at my message for the all right one. There's context missing. Well, shit, Jarp. You know me, man. I'm one to forget a message. Wait, I haven't finished the album. If you're a believer, the best song is their biggest song. It's probably because they're best people, but you don't like to admit it sound less basic. Maybe. I mean, Humble is overhated as a great song. Thank you for calling me on that, Jarp. A wooden fork. What's the point of bread then? This burger's good if you don't eat it. Yeah, exactly. It's good to walk around the stadium with and get various looks and glances. But if you eat the damn thing, that's where you go wrong. It's cold. It doesn't taste like anything. The bread sucks. It's bone dry, which is funny because there's also a bone attached. Just waiting for your Giants to Kyler Murray. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, we'll get Kyler Murray. Yeah, right. So give him to Steve Tisch. The burger's more of a show of money rather than a burger. Exactly, Otis. Exactly. Thought it was nice that Bad Bunny let a football game during his concert. That's the most interesting part of the whole Super Bowl. Oh, for sure. For sure. This is so pretentious. If you want to eat a burger while watching your team play, $150, pal. Fries and a drink. Yeah, no, I don't see any fries. I think those are potato chips. Assorted Frito-Lay potato crisps. Those are chips. They couldn't even give her some damn fries and a soda. It's not even a combo. Eat a burger like a man. Well, this is a woman, but still, eat a burger like a man. Even in a high-class restaurant. Even if you're at Peter Luger. Hate that the Super Bowl is just more rich people to show off more than actual real fans. I mean, to be fair, this is a journalist, but I agree. I agree. That is funny. I agree. Super Bowls and most NFL games have priced out real fans, which is going to really give pay issues in the long run. But whatever. Who cares? Who cares that we can't go to NFL games anymore because they're too damn expensive? Who cares? Who the fuck? What? You want to watch your team play football? What are you, crazy? I thought this is hilarious though. I want to see if there's a better angle. I mean, no offense, Jaina, but I really don't need to watch. I don't need to see like the cheesin'. I want to see the damn burger. Like, where's the cross section? Okay, Super Bowl 60 burger. Burger King. Okay, so Barstool did it. Okay, well, let's do it. All right. Whoa, that's. Okay, that is pretty hefty. That is pretty big. I mean, again, I would definitely try and eat that with my hands. That is like the size of a head. That's way too much, bro. That's not even a burger, bro. That's like a meat cake. That's a meat cake with cheese sauce. You really cooked John Severson. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me get some sound going here. I'm not the candidate to vibe with. Hold on. I'm getting back used to this OBS thing. Okay, here we go. This should go.
Exactly. So this is a slow smoke.
Great, my headset's turned off. Wait for me, guys. Hold on.
Shake, right? So we're calling it the Super Bowl 60.
All right.
How you doing, brother? How you doing? So what is this?
How you doing, brother?
So this is a slow smoke, slow braised.
Dude, I'm awful at voices, but this guy's voice is too damn easy to not make fun of. So this is a slow smoked braised beef oxtail with cheese fondue. It's pretty fucking sick, man. So California. That's the one accent I can do.
Beef shake, right? So we're calling it the Super Bowl 60 burger.
Wow, what a fucking name. What a name. Why did you have to say we're calling it that? How about just leave it at that? We came up with this great name. We called it the Super Bowl 60 burger.
Oh my God. Homemade burger.
That looks gross, bro. That doesn't even look good. That doesn't even look good. And the wooden fork and knife do come with the burger. Chips do not, but bro, there's cheese sauce like spilling over. So the top bun is dry and the bottom bun is wet. What a culinary experience. Saints games are actually pretty affordable. That's why I would love when the Well, that makes sense, especially the current Saints. I mean, they'll do anything for cash. Could this possibly look worse? I don't think so. I hate all the dome games are unaffordable. Playing cold weather, more turf, public tax funding. The atmosphere ain't the same. I prefer an outdoor stadium. I'm with you, Otis. Like going to Allegiant Stadium is gonna be tough. I went to Super Bowl, had it. It really wasn't it at all. And in the AM on the way to work. Hell yeah, what's up? Super Parkour 2012. No, yeah, this is a wild shenanigan. This is wild. I did not know. How did I not hear about this until now? See, thank God we got that athletic subscription.
Blue cheese sauce. Yeah, this will do. A fork and a knife.
Thanks, Portnoy.
It's Jason Kelsey approved. He ate the whole thing earlier.
Like I said, I don't think that's that impressive. I mean, I really do think the challenge of eating this is like Not even like because it's so much food. It's because it's just shitty. Like it's just not good. That's the thing. It's like, God, I couldn't imagine that burger not being dry as hell. Even though I know it's braised veal hide or whatever, I could not imagine that burger not being dry as hell. Not gonna lie, if I'm so smashing that shit, you can't mess with a burger that bad. No, that's what I mean. Like if I'm like hungry and like I paid $200 for this thing, I'm not sharing it. What are you kidding me? I'm not sharing this thing. That's like that's not even a half's worth of food.
The whole thing. Yeah, by himself. Hey, Dana. I'm gonna need some help eating this thing.
What a coward. It's all bone. You can see it. It looks like a chimney coming out of a log cabin. It's all bone.
This is a Super Bowl 60 burger.
That's what she said. Anyway, had to.
Stadium today.
Boy, I bet this guy was depressed eating this burger. I'm sure he was like sobbing, just putting down the dry bun and the veal tail. Just like, God, why does today suck so much? This burger's awful. The Patriots are getting killed. Cool jersey though.
Time for everything, Dana. Right?
Bro, that looks like hell, man. That someone had to, yeah, it's only $800. Looks like an absolute mess. Yeah, looks like a cream pie. Yeah, it does. Oh boy. Oh man, this is fun. This is funny as hell. Oh boy. I used to have Coliseum season tickets. I've only been to Allegiant once now and it sucks. Yeah, driving by Allegiant is cool. Going inside, never done it. Wanted to go for Giants Raiders a couple years ago. Glad I didn't. Dan Jones tore his ACL and the Giants got smacked. Yeah, you can get a cheaper way at the Heart Attack Grill in Nevada. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. I'm sure you can get bigger, better burgers at like most places. Like it's not even like, oh, you got to go to a place with good food. I feel like most spots, I can think of like 3 within my local area where I can get a burger like near this. The bottom slice of that burger is soggy as hell. Yeah, no, this is just like beef casserole on bread. Like this is, I mean, I can't get past. I'm sorry, guys. Like my one rule that I operate with life, and this is like a very important boundary to me with people in my life. I don't fuck around when it comes to food. That's the one thing. Like as you guys can see, if something sucks, I will let you. I don't fuck around when it comes to food. like genuinely. And when you get to stuff like this, I could talk for hours. The fact that we couldn't get a cross section just goes to show. I'd be sure. I mean, damn, you probably can't get a knife through the damn thing. The bun is rock hard. The beef is like so damn thick. You don't want to get fondue everywhere. Blue cheese fondue. Whatever, man. Whatever, bro. I've never been a fondue guy, but thank you. Shout out to Jaina for making it happen and going out there and trying this burger. This got a lot of traction. Jeez, this thing went smash viral on The Athletic. It's got 200 comments. Even more offensive is the canned lager for $17.50. Yeah, let us have our beer. Wow, Jesus. It's really and yet you idiots still pay it. I wonder if the New York Times comment section is like actually like firing. Like I wonder if this is like good shit. I love how every website has a comment section. I'm not going to talk about the Black and Orange website that has a comment section, but like, it's pretty. It's a funny read. I'll say that. He crucified that protein gummy pack. Yeah, I did. Just as a reminder. I mean, it has a cool package. There have Cincinnati chili than that. I'm not a chili guy, but I'm with you. Skyline chili. Chili's burgers, if you get a double meat, it's actually hard to finish in one seat. They use really thick meat. The smash burgers aren't even smash burgers. You can't press them thin enough. Chili's is good, man. I'm not going to disagree with you. Chips. Is Super Parkour 2012 still here? That's a big Chili's fan. Chili's is good, man. They closed down the Chili's by me. Haven't even replaced it. What a waste. They could have left it up, man. I'll tell you what I would give for a triple dipper. Hell, I might go right now. By the way, I worked at Chili's for 2.5 years, so I'm giving random. That's fun, man. That's cool. I'm happy to hear that. That's a hell of a pull. Really quick, just to close our discussion on the food thing, and then we might call it for a stream, although I am having fun. Really quick. I want to go to Wingstop here. Because... the hell, where is it? What the fuck, where is it? Was this a one-off thing that I got? Wait a minute. What the hell? What, am I tripping out here? Huh. Okay, well, Wingstop unveiled this thing. Let me see if it's on my Safari. What the hell? Okay, so Wingstop unveiled this thing that I got yesterday. It's a flavor box, loaded flavor box for $9. Yeah, no, it's still a thing. I don't know why it's not on the desktop. But yeah, they unveiled this thing called the loaded flavor box. Yeah, for some reason it's only on mobile. But yeah, if you're a Wingstop guy, loaded flavor box, pretty damn good. $9. You can get 6 wings or 3 tenders and fries and ranch drizzle. $9, bro. That's pretty good for Wingstop prices. That's not bad. I know 6 wings and fries should not, like, that $9 should not be a deal for that, but it is. In the big 2026, that's a pretty smashing deal. So there you go. I could love smash burgers the rest of my life and nothing else. That's, that's one of my favorite cutting foods, as weird as it sounds. Just pressing ground beef really thin, throwing on some salt, getting some low-fat cheese, and just running it. That's always a fun one. So I'm with you, Jarv. But yeah, I'm going to get off my food soapbox. We are about to hit 2 hours, but, we'll take it. It's 8:30. It's Friday, guys. It's Feel Good Friday. So to refresh you on the new schedule, in case you missed it, we're going to change these streams from 5 days a week to 3 days a week, and each day is going to have a different theme. It's going to go Monday. We're going to go just random shit like we did a lot of this week. Wednesday is Wednesday, or Monday, Mayhem Monday, as I think James called it, which was sick. Mayhem Monday. Wednesday War Room for specific scout and draft analysis. Wait until April. When the combine happens, that's going to be sick. We're going to have a lot of material there. Friday, Feel Good Community Engagement Friday. I didn't open the hotline today, but next week I will, I promise. Community Engagement Friday, we can do a mailroom segment, but again, most people in this chat just say what they think anyways, so that's totally fair. And just build it out, and then we'll get back to evening streams, and I'm excited. And, the schedule's going to be ironed out. There was a bit of a learning curve adjusting to the offseason. This is my first offseason of streaming in the NFL, so, I had to adjust after a week. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. Just to close out, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your lives, what's the choice you're making? If I don't have to pay for it, Poke Bowls. I'll take mercury poisoning. I don't care. If I could get Poke Bowls for free for the rest of my life, like one of those Chipotle free passes, I would be so ripped and I would be so happy. That is the shit, man. That was the first food I ever had. Sushi. It's great. I think Monday Mayhem sounds a little better. Yeah, maybe. We'll workshop it. Monday Mayhem Monday. We'll get there. Either or, honestly. Monday Mayhem. Yeah, one of it. Monday Mania. I don't know. Monday Mania live from Abu Dhabi. Anyways, how to cancel your athletic subscription. I actually think I'm going to keep it. Thank you for the call, Nintendo. I think I'm going to keep it, though. This article was sick. It's going to be $1 a month, at least for the next, little while. And if I don't use it, I will then cancel it. But, why not support good journalism? The Athletic makes good shit. Pablo Torre. And also, you can get 2027 Super Bowl odds. Where are the Giants? Pretty high, I'd imagine. Pretty high, right? Hey! That's not bad! That's not bad! Wow! Manders feels a bit rich. That's not bad! Jeez, man, I'm used to the Giants being right around here. That is not bad at all. Okay. If you could only cook and eat one type of meat for the rest of your life, what would it be? Probably chicken. Yeah, chicken, yeah. Chicken's just so versatile, and it's so healthy. Like, you eat chicken thighs, chicken breasts, chicken wings. Chicken, man. Once you nail how to make a good chicken breast, it's like, forget about it. You get chicken parm, chicken tenders, it's good. Like, steak is a close second, but steak is expensive, and chicken is just so versatile. You can make chicken fatty, and you can make it lean as hell. Such a great protein. It's a bummer that so many chickens die within a year, but then again, I'm not one of those sentients. What are the Raiders doing at the bottom? They're not even at the bottom. It's Miami and the Jets that are really getting stiffed. Yeesh. Boy, oh boy. Didn't I say that I think the Dolphins are going to actually be pretty good this year? Like, they'll be okay. I'm sticking with it. I'm standing on it. I think Jeff Hafley's going to figure his shit out. So getting on the ground floor, Giants plus 6,600. What's that? 6.5 to 1. It's not bad. No, that's 60 to 1. Actually, my bad. It's not bad. New York Giants, future Super Bowl champions. But anyways, guys, that is the morning stream. Have a kick-ass weekend, and Tell someone you love them. I don't know. I'm trying to do the Pat McAfee thing. But, you know, yeah, have a badass weekend. I feel like the media, I don't like when the media feels good about the Giants. We're always better when we're doubted the underdogs. Agreed, but it is nice to not be at the bottom of the barrel. I wouldn't say having the same odds as the Falcons is the media believing in us, but I do agree. We do have a chip on our shoulder. But again, I don't think the Giants had a plus 25,000 Super Bowl odds in 2011. I could be wrong, though. But anyways, guys, that is the stream. Thank you for joining. It's been a hell of a week of morning shows. Next week, we're going 3 morning shows, 2 evening streams, and a video, most likely. Appreciate you guys always, and have a sick Friday. It is the weekend. Get some shit done. I will see you guys on maybe Sunday, if not Monday. Adios. Hunnaball Am.